Yeah. Do not move to Seattle. If you're thinking about moving to Seattle, do not move to Seattle. Okay, now I warned you. You know, if you're thinking about moving to Seattle, just don't do it. That's my advice to you if you're thinking about it. And see, if I was in Seattle right now, you can tell I'm not. You would think that, why is this guy telling me not to move there if he's there? Actually, I'm in Kirkland, so I'm not in Seattle. I can just tell you not to move there because I'm not there. But actually, you know, it sucks here too. It's all the same. The weather frickin' sucks. You know, and I'm gonna tell you all different things. First of all, after about a year, and you can play this back and you can think, well, this guy is either right on or this was a stupid video and we shouldn't have watched it. If anybody watches it anyways. But people get tricked into watching videos. So, and then you're thinking, God, is this guy gonna ramble on and on and on? You know, like he uploads, like a lot of people do, they upload a topic, you know, like video to YouTube, and then it has frickin' absolutely nothing to do with the topic. So I'll try to stay on topic. So anyways, basically the frickin' weather sucks probably about after here, depending on where you came from. If you're here like maybe a year and a half, you're gonna be on medication. You're gonna be on some form of medication or drug to cope with being here. You know, maybe it'll be like alcohol from a bar or something like that, or pot, you know, or whatever. But you're gonna be, you know, I'd say in about a year and a half, depending on where you're from, straight up, you're gonna be on some type of medication, or you're gonna be severely depressed from the weather. Also, you're gonna be taking probably B vitamins. I'm talking from experience. This is not hearsay, you know. You're probably gonna be taking some B vitamins to deal with the depression. And everybody here is depressed. Everybody. Yeah. It just goes with it. You know, they should probably put antidepressants in the water. I mean, they put chlorine and frickin' whatever stuff they put in there. They might as well just bump it up a little. Maybe they already are. You know, if you look at water filters and everything, it says removes pharmaceuticals or whatever. Maybe they're already put them in there, but that's a good idea. You're going to probably have to have a fitness program, or you're going to be depressed. You might have to have, like, if you have seasonal effectiveness disorder or something like that. If you have a seasonal effectiveness disorder, which I kind of have, I know as fact, you're going to be like baking in a sun lamp, you know, artificial sun and all that to deal with it. And then you're probably, let's see. Yeah, and then you're at risk for melanoma. So it's a no-win situation, depending on your, you know, your genetics and pigment of your skin and all that. And I'm not your doctor, so obviously. I mean, I would want to be your doctor, but I'm not. So there's nothing I can really do about that. So just the weather's a big negative. See, even here, like we're over in Kirkland, we're probably, well, you can see Seattle right over there. That's downtown Seattle right there. That's downtown Seattle. You can see the buildings. You can see the radio towers. Radio towers over there. That's Queen Anne Hill. And then this is Laurelhurst, I think. Yeah. And so, yeah. So the gray every day, all the time, after a while, it's just going to get to you. Now, the traffic here years ago used to be decent, but the traffic here sucks in so many different ways I can't explain. I mean, I was out of the country for 10 years, and frickin' I come back, and I mean, the traffic is worse because everybody and their frickin' stepchild moved here from somewhere else and just crowded it all up, you know, like a clogged artery or whatever you want, however you want to look at it, traffic wise. And then also they frickin' put in a bunch of stupid lanes. They build more lanes and they just make special lanes that are empty part of the time that they could utilize, but those lanes are empty because you got to pay money to be in that lane. It's just a total frickin' ridiculous scam. They've really messed up the traffic. And then the country I came from, the public transportation, they had frickin' subways that haul ass. Bam, you're in there. Bam, you're out of there. You get to work, you go home. You know, you're in rush hour traffic, you got to go like say 30-mile commute or something in rush hour. Bingo, 15 minutes, you're done. Your commute's done. But here, no. It might be a half hour in the morning, and that same commute might be hours on your way home. Is that how you want to spend your life? Do you want to spend your life in rush hour traffic? Is that how you want to spend your time? Or do you think you can do other things while you're driving your car? Is that what you think? Like you can text and do stuff like that and get in an accident and cause a bunch of frickin' traffic problems because you're texting, but you think you can do something else while you're driving? Well, you can't. You're stuck driving unless you're taking the bus. So on that note, that's basically about it. You're looking at terrible traffic. You're looking at seasonal affectiveness disorder, dealing with depression, and then you're looking at having to deal with the other people that are depressed. Do you want to frickin' deal with everybody around you's depressed and you're depressed? You say hi to them and they say, don't talk to me. Or they're frickin' so dosed up on meds, you know, that they just frickin'... Anyways, I'll get into the positive part. Like the bus here is good. I mean, the bus transportation, I'm in Kirkland right now, but I just showed you Seattle over there. The frickin', you know, if you got the time, you can ride the bus and all that to get to where you're going, and you can text and all that different stuff, or talk to yourself, or talk to other people if they're not too paranoid to talk to you because they're too depressed. And also the thing I like about taking the bus the most is I can sit back and relax and realize that the person next to me is dosed out on meds and they're passed out because they're depressed and they have mental problems, and I'm not the only one that's got mental problems. So that's the nice thing about taking the bus. And also you can text and do all that other stuff like I said. You know, this is freaking windy, so this audio may suck. And you know what? It really doesn't matter because I'm probably going to watch this one time after I upload it, and I'm never ever going to watch it or think about it again. So if the audio doesn't suck, I only have to put it up with it one time, right? Whereas if you live here, day in and day out, you're going to have to put up with frickin' depression every frickin' day. Is that what you want to do because of the weather? Is that really what you're thinking about doing? You want to put up with depression because of the weather? Fine. You want to be depressed and be in this weather? You know, it's your call. If that's what you want to do with your life, you know. Yeah, so it's your life, probably. Well, actually, no, it's not really. It's the government's. But anyways, you have the decision, I think. Not in every case. I mean, if you're restrained and in handcuffs and in a cell, you probably don't have the decision. But once you get out, you have the decision of moving here. And then also, there's a lot of freaking homeless people here. And when I lived here years ago, there wasn't so many homeless people. And to be straight up honest with you, I don't mind homeless people. I mean, I had to live out of my car for like 4 months, you know, one time. So I know what it's like. I mean, but it's kind of a drag when you have people asking you for money all the time, everywhere you go. And then I had one guy actually frickin' try to jack me up. I told him I didn't have any change, and he pushed me and he said, "Yes, you have change," or whatever, you know. And so, you know, I kind of got jacked up in a way, and then I gave him some money, you know, I gave him some change, and then I was on my way and things were cool. Now, if I would have gotten my ego into it and I would have beat him up or started picking a fight, you never know, he could have had a knife or a gun. I mean, that could have escalated to another later level, so I just paid my dues. But that's what you're looking at in some places. And then also, like, I could go to downtown Seattle before and I could feel safe. I can no longer do that. And they have to have, I mean, how safe and in what way? But it looks like last time I was there, all they had was like cops patrolling the area and all that stuff. So. See, I'm telling the truth. It's in between raining right now. You'd see rain on my glasses and the camera. Look at that nice gray sky. Isn't that beautiful? And then all you have to do is remain patient. Like, see that cloud up there? That one? That cloud is coming this way. And it's going to start raining. I bet money on it. I'd bet more money on that than the stock market's going to crash again in 2016. Worse. Yeah, I would bet the same thing that I'd bet on that as I'd bet on that cloud. When it comes over here, it's gonna frickin' start raining on me. And how do I know that? From experience. And how did I get the experience? From being here. See, that's the thing. It sucks. It's depressing. You're looking at an exercise program. You're gonna probably be taking some form of medication, prescription medication, or you're going to be medicating yourself with pot or some other drug. It's inevitable. So, I warned you not to move here. You know, you can look at this and realize that you were warned. So, you know, you can try it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, and see. But you watched it before you moved, and I was being a fair, straight up type of human being. Well, that's another thing I could talk about. When people are depressed, they don't exactly tell the truth. But I'm somewhat honest occasionally at times, and so I told you. I gave you a heads up. I warned you about moving here.